Now Golden State's starting five. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Green, and it's Santos in at the 4. And for New York, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Richard, if you're a top team right now, you're really trying to perform your best to set the tone for the playoffs, to really get that mindset, aren't you?
Yeah, teams that end on a win streak often carry some positive momentum in the first round, but don't allow for it to get you overconfident.
And there's Green on the assist by Curry.
And this is where Green looks to score. He's comfortable and confident down low.
And here's Brunson outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Anunoby outside. Brunson against Curry. And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Pass to Green. Curry with a wide open look. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Hart outside. On deep, Brunson. Here's Towns. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Back to Curry. The 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
He has the fastest shot in the game of basketball. Curry's release is so quick that the D can't afford to lay off him at all.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns, and that's good. Towns has got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by New York. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Here's Moody. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Santos, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Shots good by Green.
Look at how effectively Green uses his body, disrupting the defense with the screen and making some room for himself.
Hart outside. Back to Brunson, beyond the arc. Brunson with another miss. Warriors trail by 5. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the three-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Your Knicks, send us that spot.
So a moment now to see the story for Mikal Bridges.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Towns with it. He's got 5. Pass to Anunoby. Brunson surveying the D. 5 to shoot. The shot that time, not on target. Curry with some nice D. Here's Pajemski. Here's Santos. Still without a basket. Moody's shot is off.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Some nice passing by New York here. Brunson outside. They get it again. Out to Bridges. Brunson outside. Over Curry. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Brunson's got 9.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Pajemski on the wing. Defended by Bridges. From the arc. It's rebounded by Anunoby. The Knicks leading by 4. Hart outside. Pass to Brunson. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Now Pajemski. 9 points last game out. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Towns a screen on Curry. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Brunson. And it's 7 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
Now Brunson after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Green with a screen on Brunson. Pass to Santos. Now Moody. Good on the 3-point shot.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
The Knicks leading by 5. Now here's Brunson. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Hart outside. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
And here's Brunson after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. Curry against Brunson. Fires from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball. Brunson's got 14 points for the game.
The competitive spirit of Brunson shining through. He just had to answer that last shot.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Brunson finds Anunoby. The kick out to Towns. Here's Hart. The Warriors pull it in.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Moody. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Now Moody, after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Kept alive, Towns. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots off to a good start.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. For the Knicks. Zinkus, he's checked in for Golden State. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Moody. And here's Melton. Golden State moving the ball around. Up again. Can't hit the putback. Clarkson against Curry from the baseline. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Warriors trail by 5. Bajemski with it. Hasn't made one yet. Curry shot is off. Richard, be honest, did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. Back to you.
Paying tribute. Nice job. Okay, thank you, Allie.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Robinson dishes to Clarkson. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Clarkson's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Zingus passes to Curry. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Curry against Clarkson. Pass to Alvarado. Back to Clarkson. It's stolen by Curry. Alvarado with the steal. And here comes the break with 4 seconds on the clock. Here's Robinson, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And it's a 10-point New York lead. And so it's New York going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Robinson in at the center, filling out the middle. There, the group. New York will start the second. Here's Spencer after New York gets the three. Here's Porzingis, banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got his first basket.
Nice shot, Porzingis with the length and the touch.
Towns, a screen on Melton. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Out left to the wing. Here's Spencer. 17 points for him last game against Chicago. 5 on the clock. Here's Payton. Got a piece of it. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Alvarado passes to Clarkson. Driving to the basket. Towns wide open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Robinson's got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Horford sets a screen for Melton. The three. Horford no luck. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Alvarado. And here is Robinson, headed by Porzingis. Now here's Towns. Shamet on the wing. Launches it. Warriors with the rebound. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Melton passes to Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Love the dunk from Horford. He doesn't mess around when he gets inside.
New York leading by 11. Clarkson finds Alvarado. That's a 2 from Towns. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Towns has got 11.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The Knicks making a switch here. Kolic's checked in, and then for Golden State. Santos is checked in. Moody subbed in for Payton. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Curry way outside, and again no good by Golden State.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Towns. Towns is doubled. Clarkson for 3. Offensive rebound. Robinson kicks to Clarkson. Towns sets the pick for Clarkson. Off target with his three.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
And here is Robinson after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Towns is doubled. Clarkson for three. And it's Curry with the rebound. Curry's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Porzingis with a screen on Clarkson. Curry with the bounce pass. Here's Porzingis. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. New York leading by 10. Pass to Kolek. Free throw line jump shot. Here's Robinson. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's Curry. He's got 17. Pass to Porzingis. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Dominant play by Kristaps down in the paint, mixing it up with the defense.
Clarkson for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Back to Melton. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Porzingis kicks to Curry. This one for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Clarkson. Outside, Towns. There's the 3. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Towns has one of the best three-point strokes of any big man in the league.
Curry passes to Porzingis. Here's Santos. Defended by Towns. Curry outside. The 3 ball from Curry.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Melton. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kristaps Porzingis.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Anunoby kicks to Hart. It's up a 3. Warriors with the rebound. outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
The poor rebounding is something that they'll have to shore up going forward. It puts you at such a disadvantage when you look at the battle of possessions.
Here's Podziemski. Oh, good with the triple. The Knicks leading by 10. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Brunson against Curry. From close range. Good! Brunson, no fear down low.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Pass to Santos. Up top, Podziemski. Defended by Bridges. And here is Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Anunoby. The Knicks leading by 15. Now Brunson. With a screen on Curry. Brunson with a clean look. And the three ball is good. Brunson's got 19 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Entering with a three of his own, Stephen Curry.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Here's Bridges. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bridges has got 5 now.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Podziemski finds Curry. Puts up a deep three. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage. Back
to Brunson from past the arc. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Pass to Moody. Here's Santos. And another three for Golden State.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Bridges. 5 points in the game. Robinson passes to Brunson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors trail by 14. There's 1:47 left to play here in the second quarter. To the middle. Santos, the pass to Curry. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 29 in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Brunson, the bounce pass. Robinson dishes to Bridges. The 10-footer. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Curry. He has 29. To the left wing. Moody finds Podziemski. Here's Santos. Here's Moody. And the Warriors, another 3.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Fires the 3. Brunson for 3. Likes the look and drains it.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
35 seconds left here in the second. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Warriors trail by 13. Curry on the wing. Off target from outside. Anunoby outside. Here's Brunson. And he makes that one. Brunson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York, and he continues to torment them from three-point range. A total of 5 threes for him in the game now. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve Kerr here with us now. Coach, what do you want to see from this team in the second half?
Well, we got to make some stops and get a little traction in this game. I mean, we fell behind right away, and so let's make a push in the first 4 or 5 minutes, get back in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Taking a look at New York, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
And now, guys, let's look back at the first half of our game. Jalen Brunson has been fantastic.
I love how Brunson can orchestrate, man, for himself and for others. And he's good at finding space on the perimeter and catch and shoot.
Not the biggest guy, but he plays with a big heart.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Curry has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
GA, you hear about 3-level scores, but is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Moody. And it's Santos in at the power forward position.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Looking now at the numbers for Jalen Brunson. Since the break, he's been simply stellar, averaging 23 points per game, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to. For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Brunson kicks to Towns. Bridges outside. From outside, off the mark.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
It'll go, and the New York lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Santos.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Here's the 3. And it's Towns missing.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
Pass to Podziemski. Curry looking it over. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Good from Bridges on the assist by Towns. Bridges has got 9.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
Outside, Green. Pass to Curry. Lots of room. And he comes up with the deuce. Curry's got 33 points.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back over to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
Teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. Number 5, the Knicks.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Pass to Pajemski. Curry is inside. Brunson covering. Back to Pajemski. Bridges with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Hart, that's good. Hart's got his first points in this one.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Brunson carving out space inside.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Pass to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry against Brunson. Curry passes to Green. 5 to shoot. Moody's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Towns. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Towns has got 16 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Curry a screen on Bridges. Here's Pajemski. Drills the three-pointer.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 31. 2 points. That one goes.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Santos. Back to Curry. From deep. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Now Brunson. 33 points for him. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside. Pass to Santos. Now Curry launches it. And the Warriors, another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Brunson. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Sinks that one from the post. Brunson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Make some noise for your Knicks sitting at third.
Porzingis is checked in. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at New York. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run.
And I think for the Knicks, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Shot by Pajemski, no good.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Bridges kicks to Brunson. Misses the 3.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
And Green gets it to go. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Brunson, right side. Shoots over Pajemski. It's good on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 12.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pajemski finds Green. Porzingis with a screen on Hart. Back to Pajemski. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Pajemski's got it back down to single digits for the Warriors. Brunson outside. Pajemski grabs the board. Pajemski's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Green. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bridges kicks to Brunson. Green against Towns. Trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Towns has got 20.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Pajemski with it. He has 6. Pass to Moody. Lob pass to Porzingis.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
The Knicks leading by 9. Over to the left wing. Here's Towns, and he drops it in from the low post. Towns has got 8 points here in this quarter.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Outside, Porzingis. Latre sinks the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Brunson. He has 35. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Hey fans, we want to get loud. And we've got the perfect team to help. Your Knicks 7-Sack Squad.
These are the defenders who are gearing up their game at the perfect time, coming away with the most blocks in the NBA since the All-Star break. 5th best is Al Horford.
He's been protecting the rim as well as anybody in the league during that stretch. I mean, he is not making it easy to take the ball inside.
Here's Sohan. This one for 3. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Take a look here at the numbers for Porzingis. How last month turned out for him, averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
The Knicks making a switch here. Akporti's checked in. Podziemski finds Melton. Porzingis with a screen on Clarkson. Now here's Porzingis. And another 3 for Golden State.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Alvarado. Still yet to score. 6 to shoot. Back to Robinson. Count the basket. And the Knicks lead by 7. Robinson's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Here's Porzingis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, the sturdiness from Kristaps. Takes the foul and still gets the bucket.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
You know, expectations were so high for Porzingis early in his career. Maybe they didn't all pan out, but he is still a high-level impact player every time he takes the floor.
Alvarado. Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Yep, it counts. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Clarkson against Melton. Some dishes to Robinson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And New York making a change here. Dottier's checked in.
For New York, number 4, Hakon Battier.
Warriors trail by 4. Melton feeling it out a bit. Outside Curry. Fires for 3. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 46 points.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And up top, he's guarded by Melton. Melton against Clarkson. Yes, that goes in. Clarkson's got 7 points.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson. Getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Three-pointer, Horford. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Get there. The ball's moving. Looks more like us, all right? Good to great. We're getting some decent ones. Let's get some great shots now.
Well, preaching how important it is, Greg, to take quality shots.
I mean, he doesn't want to settle for average shots. He wants his team to get in the habit of taking great shots.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Andrew Shamet. Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Clarkson in a 2-guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Melton after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Porzingis. Curry outside. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And he's tied Curry's mark from 2016, which was the top spot for threes in a game for a short while. It's been that kind of takeover display that we've seen here tonight.
Here's Melton after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Again, what an avalanche. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
First personal foul. First team foul. Stephen Curry.
One shot.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Towns against Horford. Left side, Towns. Out to Clarkson. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. 4-point game. Horford sets a screen for Curry from deep three-point territory. Knicks with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 7.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. New York's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Warriors trail by 7. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. In the corner, Horford with it. Pass to Melton. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And here is Shemet. Outside, Towns. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. They get it back, and it's Robinson with the jam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Now here's Porzingis. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
We've seen Porzingis be this dominant before. For him, it's all about keeping that confidence.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Give it up right now for the Knicks. Breaker next through.
Different look for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Landry Shemet. Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
All right, Allie, thank you. Bridges outside. Hits it from three-point range. And the Knicks lead by 10.
When he's on, the three-pointer can be a real weapon for Bridges.
Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Second team foul. Draymond Green at the line. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Such a great guy to have on the team and an amazing defender. Green even led the league in steals one year.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. New York leading by 9. Pass to Anunoby. Now Towns. Bucket is good. Towns has got 6 here in this quarter.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Here's Santos. Back to Curry. The 3. And again for 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he's matched Clay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Anunoby finds Brunson. That one, no good. Curry with the defensive effort. Pass to Moody. Outside Curry. Back to Moody. Stolen by Anunoby. In the corner, it's Bridges. Takes the three, makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
An expert shooter in the corner. Bridges knows that angle so well.
Outside Curry. Shoots the three. Robinson pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Towns looking it over. Off target with his three. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 11. Pass to Podziemski. Golden State moving it around. Curry on the wing. Back to Moody. And the slam by Moody.
Steph does as good a job as any player as using himself for a decoy and finding the teammate.
The Knicks leading by 9. Now here is Robinson. Towns, the pass to Robinson. The kick out to Anunoby. The three-pointer, no good. The Warriors are gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to Curry. Green with a screen on Brunson. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They led by as many as 18 points. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Moody. Pass to Podziemski. Now Curry. Three-pointer connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson, viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 4 teammate threes has been passed here this evening.
Now Podziemski. After Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer.
And he takes a breather from his ongoing three-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage, Greg, on the road. Talk about a big-time performance. Wow.
This is a game that every player dreams of having from the arc. He's living it. It is almost unreal the way he is shooting threes.
Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. The Knicks leading by 8. Brunson the pass to Towns. Lets it go with the three. The Warriors pull it in. Santos has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Now Pajemski. Six on the shot clock. Green with a screen on Bridges. Towns with the rebound. New York leading by 8. Brunson from 13 feet. It's in.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Now here's Curry. Takes the shot. It's in. His shot is pure.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks.
2 minutes.
No good on the layup. Warriors trail by 8. Curry is inside. Brunson covering. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Curry against Brunson. Lets it go from 14. Buries the jumper.
No doubt Brunson committed to getting his rhythm. He wants to be a provider on the scoreboard.
Stephen Curry. Oh, and wide open, nails the jam. The Knicks leading by 6. Brunson outside. The shot misses. The Warriors shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Curry. Pajemski with it. Green, the screen. The long shot, no good.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Outside Bridges, and he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Hart fires. Now Anunoby. Bridges. And down goes the 3.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Stephen Curry.
One shot.
One shot.
Here's Bridges, and that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Mikal Bridges at the line, 2 shots.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of you.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Doesn't get that one. Knicks on offense. Brunson outside. So it's New York picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big. For a team that shoots threes like they do, it's about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win, and we found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.